On July 25th, 2024, GM revealed the new C8 ZR1. But is it enough to compete with the mighty Porsche 911 GT2RS? Before I get into that, I first want to talk about the reveal, which in my opinion was one of the best car reveals I've seen. The reveal was held at a racetrack in Miami, at what is called the circuit at the Concours Club. While GM engineers were discussing the new ZR1, those in attendance could hear the car screaming in the background while it's going around the track, which I thought was really cool. Most car reveals, they just pull a car out on the stage, which is rather boring, but this was cool, hearing the car going around the track, and then they drove it from the track right onto the stage.
You're the very first to see the all-new 2025 Corvette ZR1, and I can assure you the unthinkable is definitely here.
After the presentation, they did flybys so that you can see and hear the new 1064 horsepower twin-turbo V8. First impressions of the car, I'll start with the styling. While it looks amazing, I was expecting a bit more. The most noticeable change was the hood, which I think looks awesome. And there's additional intakes on the side, as well as on the top. The spoiler is massive, which is no surprise. We've seen this on the previous ZR1 model, and it's the same wing that is used on their racing version.
You know, it's like the perfect blend of a cool aesthetic and a function, and we've actually been using it on the race car for the last couple of seasons.
However, I thought GM could distinguish the fenders more between the Z06 and the ZR1, or make them wider. They were a lot more noticeable on the C6 version, where the ZR1 had unique fenders compared to Z06. Now I'll talk about the specs. Big surprise was just how much more horsepower the ZR1 has over the Z06. Horsepower jumps from 670 to 1064, a difference of 394 horsepower, which is insane. Pricing, nothing official, but you can expect the ZR1 start at $150,000. It has Ferrari-like performance, but you can't place Ferrari prices on ZR1 because people will rather just buy a Ferrari. So $150,000, that's just the start. But the real question is just how much will the dealer markups be? I think the markups on the ZR1 will be legendary. I can see this car going for $300,000 and up. As for the competition, I can see prospective Porsche buyers considering a C8 instead. Because why would you buy a 911 over a ZR1? The Vette beats the Porsche in styling, performance, and cost of ownership. Now, will the ZR1 compete with Ferrari buyers? I don't think so. I don't think a buyer will purchase a ZR1 instead of a Ferrari. Rather, they will likely buy the C8 to add to their collection and keep their Ferrari. So really, competition is with Porsche. Now, coming back to Porsche, the main competitor for the ZR1 will be the 2026 Porsche GT2RS. So let's break it down. The GT2RS debuted in 2018 with a 700 horsepower, 3.8 liter twin turbo flat six with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. The new 2026 model spec hasn't been revealed, but you know Porsche is going to answer back to the ZR1 with a more powerful version with performance equal to or better than the Corvette ZR1. Rumors have the new GT2RS at 1000 horsepower, the new hybrid setup, which will undoubtedly make this the new Nürburgring production car lap record holder. With all-wheel drive and 500-pound weight advantage, the CR1, as great as it is, may not be able to take down the GT2RS quite yet. GM needs to bring up the Zora for that.